Hi there. So, like I do every week, it's time to recap my last newsletter. This one was called Navigating the Festive Season and Finding Motivation. Now, I'm going to jump to the second part first. The finding motivation side of it is something that has always been very interesting to me because coming from a sporting background, there's days where you feel motivated and there's days that you don't. And that's where the motivation versus discipline discussion comes in, right? So in this week's coaching exercise in the newsletter, we talk about the self-determination theory and that refers to things that you do on a daily basis or don't do and how that drives your motivation. So you need to notice what motivates you. You need to have random checkpoints through the day and then record those experiences and hopefully learn from it. So that was the exercise for the week. Before then though, I speak about, and this is a big one for me, navigating mental health during the festive season. It doesn't have to be mental health, it's probably physical health as well, because you know as well as I do that the moment all the year-end functions start, the parties, it's very difficult to not have a piece of cake, to not have that second, third, fourth, seventh drink, to not overindulge, because everybody's doing it. So maybe I should as well. There's pressure. There's financial pressure where you feel that you need to spend a lot of money because of the way things go. You have to buy gifts. You have to pay money to go and meet people for drinks, to go for lunches, go for dinner. In certain instances, and I write about this in the newsletter, I know in South Africa it's a big deal. The world basically shuts down from our point of view on around about the 16th of December. Everything opens around about the 10th to the 15th. Everybody shuts down. And there's this underlying pressure that if you don't go away, if you don't spend money to go away for a holiday, it's not good enough and you're not going to get the break you need. So now you're thinking, do I spend money to go away, which I can't really, or do I stay home? But if I stay home, it's not as good. It's all of this pressure that builds up. There's family tension. Now, if you're in a family where there's absolutely no tension, well done, congratulations. It's a tough one. You should be very grateful for that. The reality is there are normally some issues. And now to just go in without dealing with these things and expecting everything to be hunky-dory and just to carry on, it's hard. It is hard. So in the newsletter here, I write about three things which I mentioned now: financial stress, family tension, and also feeling alone. It's the one quote that hit me, and while I was doing a bit of research for this was, let me just find it here quickly, is feeling alone. It's better to be lonely than wish you were alone. Being with people and being in a negative headspace can be so fucking hard. It's very difficult. So between those things, I'll give you some ideas of what you can do to maybe get through that. And also then, more than that, there's more. It's okay to take some time for yourself and how you feel, accept it and work within that reality. That's what we all need to do this time of year. Seasonal affective disorder is a real thing. Festive season anxiety is a real thing. The pressure of finances is a real thing. The pressure of you must spend time with family on these days is a real thing. So just very quickly, some of the things that you can do to try and manage this as we approach the city season: plan ahead. Know what your triggers are. Know the things that get you either sad or angry or upset or whatever the case is. We need to live in the moment, because regardless of how stressful this time of year is, there is still good out there. There's a lot of good and beauty out there. So live in the moment and look for those. Compassion and gratitude. Cannot over-index on that enough this time of year. Take care of your physical health. There is no downside. I'm going to say this every single time I get on a video. There is no downside. And yes, it's possible to do it during the festive season. I literally just recorded one of my morning coffee videos, and then I spoke about temperance and discipline and how discipline keeps going, but you can temper the level of output as long as you're still doing something. So do that during this festive season. And then also, most important thing is be intentional. Be intentional with how you approach other people. More importantly, be intentional with how you approach yourself and your own self-care. Look after you, and everything else will be a lot easier. So that's in my 53rd newsletter that's gone. I can't believe it's 53 already. So you can sign up, or you can go and read that whole newsletter in the description below. Also coming up this week, I am more than likely, I'm just researching this a bit more, going to look at mental and physical health for men. Because as far as I heard, and this I must double check as well, it's Men's Health Awareness Month or something. And I do still think, it's changing, but I do still think there's a stigma around mental health, especially for the older generation, my generation and older. That is not something we deal with. We're real men. We don't have to deal with this. And then also just a reality check on the physical side of it. Because if you're getting older and you're not paying attention to your physical health and mental health, then that's the problem. So that's more than likely what I'm writing about in the next newsletter, but I'm going to research that first. For now, though, if you have any questions, comments, please leave them below. Get in touch. Otherwise, I will see you next week with the next recap. Have a good day, guys. Stay safe. Don't forget to be awesome. Bye for now.